Did Mercedes just abandon its electric dreams? The German luxury car maker Mercedes-Benz has made an astonishing reversal on its electric vehicle or EV plans. After years of promising to go fully electric by 2030, the company has now made a dramatic U-turn. CEO Ola Källenius announced that Mercedes is scaling back its ambitious EV plans in favor of hybrids and traditional gas-powered vehicles. But why the sudden shift after so much hype and investment in the EV market? Why would Mercedes abruptly hit the brakes on its electric ambitions? Mercedes wasn't just dabbling in electric cars, it was leading the charge toward a greener future. The company launched a bold strategy, Ambition 2039, pledging to make its entire fleet carbon neutral by 2039. Part of that plan included having 50% of its cars be either electric or plug-in hybrids by 2025, with the expectation that the entire fleet would be electric by 2030. This wasn't just a matter of market share, it was about brand reputation. Mercedes wanted to establish itself as the leader in luxury and sustainability. With vast resources and engineering expertise, it seemed poised to dominate the future of the automotive world. However, that dream is fading, as EV production has proven more challenging and expensive than anticipated. One of the main reasons behind this sudden reversal is profitability. Despite their environmental benefits, EVs simply aren't making money for Mercedes. While the company has invested billions in EV research, development, and production, the return on investment has been minimal. In 2023, sales of Mercedes EVs dropped by 12.5%, while sales of traditional gasoline-powered vehicles surged by over 61%. It's clear where the demand lies. The Mercedes-Benz CEO has been candid about the financial burden. He admitted that the company loses money on every electric car it produces. Manufacturing EVs remains more expensive than building traditional cars, largely due to costly batteries and the need for new infrastructure. Although prices are expected to come down over time, the CEO doesn't foresee electric vehicles becoming as affordable or profitable as gas-powered cars for at least another decade. For a luxury brand that thrives on high profit margins, that's a significant problem. Mercedes isn't the only car maker reassessing its EV strategy. The entire auto industry is grappling with the realities of the EV market. Even Tesla, the poster child for electric cars, has experienced slower sales growth and has had to cut prices to maintain demand. Newer players like Rivian and Lucid are facing massive challenges in scaling up production. Even industry giants like Ford and GM have started pulling back on their EV plans. Ford, after investing heavily in electric models like the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning, has slashed up to $8,000 off those models as sales have fallen short of expectations. GM, which has partnered with Honda to produce affordable EVs, has also delayed its timeline, acknowledging that the market isn't ready. For car makers like Mercedes, the global supply chain crisis has been a major hurdle. The pandemic caused widespread disruptions, particularly in semiconductor production, which has been crucial for EVs. Chips power everything from battery management systems to autonomous driving features, and the shortage has significantly hampered production. Mercedes has also struggled with shortages of 48-volt systems, essential components for both electric and hybrid models. Delays in these systems, often supplied by companies like Bosch, have made it difficult for Mercedes to hit its EV sales targets. Additionally, shortages of raw materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel have driven up production costs, making EVs even more expensive to build. Many of these materials are in short supply and are subject to geopolitical tensions, adding further uncertainty. One of the biggest threats to Mercedes' EV ambitions comes from China, specifically from Chinese EV giant BYD. While European and American car makers struggle to make EVs profitable, BYD is making huge strides in the global market. Its electric models are not only more affordable, but also rapidly gaining popularity. BYD has captured a significant share of the Chinese market and is now aggressively expanding into Europe and beyond. What makes BYD even more dangerous to competitors like Mercedes is its access to raw materials. China controls a large portion of the world's rare earth minerals, which are essential for EV batteries. Recently, China issued an export ban on these materials, sending shockwaves through the global auto industry. While Mercedes and other Western automakers scramble to secure these critical resources, BYD has direct access, giving it a massive competitive advantage. If Chinese car makers continue to flood the market with cheaper electric models, Mercedes will face an uphill battle to maintain its position as a luxury leader. Rather than engaging in that fight, Mercedes seems to be retreating to its comfort zone, high-end gasoline-powered vehicles and hybrids. While Mercedes rethinks its EV strategy, one of its closest competitors, BMW, is taking a different approach: hydrogen. BMW is heavily investing in hydrogen fuel cell technology, which it believes could revolutionize the market. Hydrogen cars have several advantages over conventional electric vehicles, including faster refueling times, longer driving ranges, and fewer environmental concerns related to battery production and disposal. BMW has already launched the BMW iX5 Hydrogen, which boasts a range of up to 800 miles and 400 horsepower. By betting on hydrogen, BMW is positioning itself as an innovator in the next wave of clean transportation. This could prove to be a savvy move if the EV market continues to face difficulties. Why are consumers hesitant to adopt electric vehicles? One of the biggest reasons is cost. Even with government subsidies and tax credits, EVs remain significantly more expensive than their gas-powered counterparts. For the average consumer, that price difference is hard to justify, especially when gasoline cars are so well known. Their mechanics are widely understood, and their operational costs are more predictable. Another major concern is charging infrastructure. While charging networks are expanding, they are still not as widespread or as fast as gas stations. Range anxiety, the fear of running out of battery with no charging station nearby, remains a significant concern for potential EV buyers, particularly in rural areas where charging options are limited. Reliability is another issue. Though EVs have fewer moving parts than traditional cars, they are not without problems. Recalls have plagued some of the biggest names in the EV space. Tesla, for example, had to recall over 1 million cars due to issues with its autopilot system, and GM's Bolt EV was recalled because of battery fires. These incidents raise questions about the long-term durability and safety of electric vehicles, adding to consumer concerns. Mercedes' decision to pivot back to hybrids and gas-powered vehicles is a pragmatic one. The company needs to maintain its profitability while continuing to innovate. Electric vehicles will remain part of Mercedes' lineup, but they will no longer be the sole focus. Instead, the brand will concentrate on the luxury market, emphasizing performance, reliability, and status, with hybrids serving as a bridge to the future. The auto industry will continue its push toward electric vehicles, but likely at a more measured pace than initially expected, with competitors like BMW betting on hydrogen and Chinese automakers like BYD leading the charge in EVs. The future of the automotive world is far from certain.